Even though Alexander's rule was short-lived, his influence on Eastern and Western culture cannot be denied. Even though Alexander's rule was short-lived, his influence on Even though Alexander's rule was short-lived, his influence on Eastern and Western culture cannot be denied. Even though Alexander's rule was short-lived.
The major cultural contributions of classical Greece was the origination of the first democracy ever. The Greek word for it is demokratia. During the classical Greece period, jobs for men included farmers, fishermen, soldiers, teachers, and artists. Women were generally home workers and stay-at-home moms. The food they usually ate was bread dipped in wine, cheese, olives, and vegetables.
Greece was surrounded by a mountainous region. They had about 1,400 islands, had long, hot, and dry summers, and had mild winters. They were fish farmers, like fisheries. The city-states were grouped along the southern part of a humongous peninsula. They looked for sources of fresh water before they settled.
Ancient Greece began around 6000 BC in its first period called the Neolithic period. The people of that time introduced pottery and animal husbandry. In Greece, also, they formed many different ways of transportation across sea and land.
The Athens is described as the Golden Age, and the classical period of ancient Greece was a time where the Greeks achieved new achievements in art, architecture, theater, and education. Alexander was tutored by Aristotle in science and political arts. One of his quotes were, "I'm not afraid of an army of lions led by a sheep. I am afraid of an army of sheep led by a lion." As he traveled, he spread Greek thought and culture in his wake.
Alexander the Great's major contribution to history was the spread of Greek culture throughout the Middle East and Central Asia. Alexander the Great's major contribution to history was the spread of Greek culture throughout the Middle East and Central Asia. Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great's major contribution to history was the spread of Greek culture throughout the Middle East and Central Asia.